Rosanna and Thomas. Thanks for all that you've done to create such an amazing culture on this team.
Hello from Singapore. Hi Rosanna and Thomas. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be part of this amazing DIBS team. Despite being so far away, I always feel like I belong to the DIBS family. Thank you Thomas for always being so calm and being a great mentor. And thank you Rosanna for the vision you have created to expand this team globally and to bring me and Janine in. It was such a great pleasure to spend time with you here in Singapore. I'm so glad to have gotten to know you over those few days spent together. Can't wait to see you all again in December and come back soon to have more curry puff and kaya toast.
Oh, hello! I just want to take the time to say how much we really appreciate you, Thomas. One thing that I really love about you is how you approach this work with the utmost cultural humility that I have ever seen. Like every conversation, everything from dealing with stakeholders to dealing with employees who have different issues, you literally approach it by giving your understanding but also being open to learning more, and that is such a valuable key leadership skill that we're trying to teach all of LinkedIn, and you're such a great example, so I value that a lot. Another thing is, and I don't know if people know, but you're really funny. You tell small jokes and they're quiet and they're like to the person next to you, and humor of course is one of our values, but it's not like you're yelling it out to the top of the mountains. I really value the humor that you bring to the team. The work that we do is really rough, and so sometimes having a little laughter doesn't hurt anyone. It actually really helps with our self-care. So I really value that part of you. Thank you for bringing our team together, for always supporting us in everything that we do, and growing with us.
Rosanna, I just want to say how much I truly appreciate having you as a leader on the DIBS team. Not only are you a phenomenal speaker and a great representation of who we are as a team, but you are the supreme mama bear. And I just love how much love that you show to all of us and how you make us feel so loved and cared for. It really is a testament to your leadership style, and we are so appreciative for you. So we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Hi, Rosanna and Thomas. I just want to take a moment to thank you for everything that you do, both for our team, but also the broader organization at LinkedIn. We've been on this DIBS journey together for over 2 years, and when the going gets tough, you always seem to take things in stride, stay calm, and always have a sense of humor about it. You all have served as role models for inclusive and compassionate leadership, and you've also taken the time to get to know us both as a team and as individuals, along with the folks that we work with on a day-to-day basis. So to me, it's no surprise that for all of these reasons, you've really energized and inspired the organization around our diversity, inclusion, and belonging journey. So even though we have a long way to go, I'm excited and optimistic about what's on the horizon, and I'm looking forward to continuing the saga together with you in the future.
Hey Thomas, I'm really excited that we got the opportunity to tell you how much we appreciate you. I greatly appreciate you. If I don't tell you enough, I need to. I really appreciate how you show up so humbly, so ready to give us the space every single day to create, to show up as our full selves to work. And I appreciate the fact that I have friends sometimes that ask me, or even others in the inclusion space, how do you deal with the resistance from leaders? Or how do you convince your manager to do the type of work that you're doing? And I proudly tell them that I don't have that issue, that I have green lights for my leadership all the way through. Most people are shocked, most people don't believe me. I have to convince them that I'm not lying. And I've had the opposite of that, and I've seen the opposite of that, and how hard it is to be in this space not having that full support of your leadership. So I truly, truly appreciate the trust and support that you give me every single day to do this work. I also feel like if we don't tell you enough, we're super impressed by the fact that you are such a servant leader. You're so humble in how you're always showing up to learn, to be curious, and just listen. You're a really, really good active listener. I'm not. I secretly try to study you and how you do that. And I appreciate the fact that you always make time to listen to me. You know, when we run out of time in our one-on-ones, Not sure how you do it, but you always make time to make more room for the conversation, to ask more questions of me, and to really lean in and support. So thank you for all that you do. Thank you for being the type of leader that I respect, that I love working for. We love telling people about the Thomas Sexton Fan Club. I'm a proud member. We just need t-shirts. We're gonna get those soon. But thank you again for everything that you do.
Hi Rosanna, thank you so much for your leadership in the past 9 months that I've been on the team. I've never had a leader that was this connected from the ground up as to what I was doing. Like, you're so knowledgeable as to the in and outs of our team, the overall vision, and for creating this vision for Dibs. You're just such a genuine person. Every single person that you meet, you treat with the same care and respect that I really admire. So I want to let you know that I really, really appreciate having a leader like you that is so embedded in the ins and outs of the team. Secondly, I really want to thank you for being a woman of color that I look up to. Growing up, I didn't have a lot of role models that I can look to that I'm like, oh my gosh, like I really look up to them and I think they're successful, and the way that they carry themselves is so admirable. But I just want to let you know that you are really inspirational to young girls that work at LinkedIn and, you know, are starting their careers. And I'm just so lucky that I get to be on your team. So thank you again. Keeping it an inspiration for us all. And just thank you for all that you do.
Happy holidays. Congrats, Rosanna and Thomas, for an incredible year leading the Dibs team. We've accomplished so much and appreciate all your leadership and support and development. Love that you all create a space for us to speak up and really talk about the things that matter to us. Looking forward to a fantastic
Thomas, I'm really excited for this opportunity to express how much you mean to us as a leader. The first reason why is because you are the epitome of a servant leader, and it's from day one you've been so clear about the fact that your goal is to make sure we have what we need to win and succeed, and you've been doing that, and we appreciate you so much for that. I personally appreciate that. The second reason is that you just make us feel so comfortable to come to you with anything, and sometimes I do a little too much, but I appreciate that you just hold the space for me. And I have never had a manager that has allowed me to be so open and just bring my authentic self to a role. So I really appreciate that. And the last thing is that you are just fun to work for. I learn a lot from you, and I just really appreciate that you just take the stress upon yourself so that I don't feel as much, and many of us don't feel as much stress. We understand just how much you do that for us, and we thank you for that. And so thank you for being awesome. We heart you. Oh, hello,
Rosanna. I just want to say that I love you so much. One of the biggest values that I have just in life and for everyone is the value of consistency, and you really show that. It doesn't matter who you're talking to, you know, all these famous people, including Beyonce, we talked about this. I just really value that in a leader, and whenever people are so jealous that we get to work on your team, I literally say, I know. So thank you for everything. Thank you for your authenticity. Thank you for always showing up for us, and thank you for treating us and everyone beautifully.
Hi, Thomas and Rosanna. I wanted to take some time just to thank you all for your ongoing leadership and support. You have both been extremely supportive during my ramp up, my onboarding, and even during the interim period where Marilyn was out on mat leave. Thomas, you were a phenomenal interim manager. You really stepped up and really helped guide us through the summer months and really the hectic schedule with our programming. I have enjoyed working with you both so much over the last 9 months, and your thoughtfulness and leadership has made us as a team more productive, and your leadership skills really have an ability to treat.
So I can go on for about an hour sharing how lucky we are to have you on our team, but I won't. I remember when you first started, and we had our June offsite in New York, and it was such a whirlwind. But we were figuring out the strategy and the team. But it was like so great, and look how far we've come since then. And that has so much to do with your outstanding leadership. I want to also say how grateful I am for your willingness to always make time to listen. You are so busy. I know because I can see your schedule. But you always make time and create space for people to come to you, and that is the quality of such an outstanding leader. You are also always so calm and cool and collected. I don't know if that's like all the time, but I'm very grateful for that. And you're also just a very cool person in general. So thank you. Thank you for being such an inspiring and wonderful coworker and leader for this team. And I can't wait to see what next year brings.
Hi Rosanna, this is a video of appreciation for you. I am so proud to be a part of your global team. I love it when others in the diversity and inclusion space send me notes of jealousy that I get to be on your team, and I tell them, yes, she is that amazing, and yes, I know she's that great. I think that having a leader with a vision that I'm in line with and that I see as a role model is so important to me, and it's so rare in corporate, in the D&I space, to have such a powerful leader like yourself who represents so much for so many. So thank you for treating people beautifully like you always do, and for being that positive force in my life.
Hey Rosanna, hey Thomas. Just want to say thank you for the great leadership and vision. It's been so great working with you. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we're going to achieve together as a team in 2020. Thank you so much, and as we prepare for the holidays, happy holidays!
Hi, Thomas. Every time like I say your name or I think of you, I just smile because you're so caring. Like, you genuinely care about my well-being, like people on the team's well-being, whether it be professional or personal. I think a time that really meant a lot to me was at the height of the Hong Kong protests that were going on. You remember that Hong Kong's kind of like my second home, and I have a lot of family there, and you kept checking up on me. You sent me like an email to make sure that I was okay and if my family was okay. And you're even up to date as to what's going on over there. So I feel like that shows a lot that you're paying attention and you're actually trying to learn what's going on over there. And that just really hit close to home. Like, I've never had a leader that cared about me so personally, and I think you do such a great job of doing that while giving all of us the necessary space to grow professionally. So personally, I want to thank you for being so invested in my family, everything that's going on over there, and it just shows a lot about who you are as a person. So thank you for being you. Never change. Again, every time I think of you, I always just smile, but it's because you're such a caring soul. So thank you.
Hi, Rosanna. Oh gosh, where do I start? I guess I'll start from when I first came to LinkedIn. I was completely guarded and scared to use my voice, and it's mostly because I came from a place where I was not valued. And then I met you, and you champion me every day. You support me, you give me space to grow and learn, and I think all the time, how did I get so lucky to have such an inspiring and wonderful woman as my manager? And never would I have thought I would have grown as much as I have in the past year and a half, and it is almost all because of you. You value my voice, you value my opinion, you give me the space and the room to be open and honest with you, and honestly, I'm just so grateful for you. Thank you for all that you do for this team. You are the most selfless and caring and warm person and manager and leader, and your warmth is felt throughout the team, and honestly, we love you. So thank you, and I can't wait to see what next year brings as well.
Hi, Rosanna and Thomas. This is my time to thank you both for being the most fierce and fabulous leaders on the face of the planet / LinkedIn. Thank you so much for allowing me to boomerang back to the most incredible team at LinkedIn. I am simply blessed for the opportunity. You both have been phenomenal and such an incredible support system for myself, especially over the last 3 months, which have been literally cray-cray. Words cannot express how much I appreciate you both, and I am so lucky and so blessed and so humbled to not only be back at LinkedIn, but to be under your leadership. Thank you both so much.